Watch how Shai attacks this mismatch. You see that first he's gonna receive a screen from Chet, and then he's gonna get a mismatch with Austin Reeves. And if you look at the spacing, there's three people to Shai's left side and there's one person to his right. But when he drives right, you see that Rui decides to help in and close this gap right here. So Shai, knowing that there's no driving angle, and if he gets closer to the rim, DeAndre Ayton will be there to help. So he decides to find space. And so in this situation, where is the space? The space is right behind Shai, where he just came from. And so Shai decides to spin back to where the space was, and he fades away to create more separation between him and Austin Reeves so he can get a better contest to shoot over. This is the series where I break down the first 5 shots made by an NBA player, and today I'll be breaking down Shai's game against the Lakers. Shai's second shot is in a transition situation where he's going to be picked up by Luke Kennard. And if you compare Shai and Luke Kennard, Shai has more length, as in he has a larger wingspan, and he has more height. He's taller than Luke Kennard. And so if you look at the spacing, there's three to Shai's left side and one to his right side. And so Shai, knowing that, he decides to shoot this shot. The reason that he shoots the shot is because if you look at the way that Luke Kennard is defending Shai, Luke Kennard is a smart defender at this moment because he knows that Shai wants to drive, and so he thinks to himself, wait, what is the shot that I'm most comfortable with Shai shooting? So if you were guarding Shai, you would probably allow him to shoot a three-pointer because this isn't his best skill. He's a better mid-range shooter, he's a better finisher. And so you would rather let Shai shoot a three-pointer. But Shai has become an even better three-point shooter, and he has added this move right here, the James Harden step back. When they dare Shai to shoot this shot right here at three, he can make it now. And so Shai takes advantage of the extra space that Luke Kennard gave him. You see this extra space right here? A normal defender would be much closer to Shai's body. But Luke Kennard, he knows that he's slower than Shai, and so he just gives him more space. And Shai just pulls up for three. This third shot, you see that Shai is gonna drive right, stop because this defender cut him off, and then he's gonna shoot this shot right here. The reason that he shoots that shot is because his defender, this defender right here, he's much shorter than Shai and has less length. If you look at their arms, that defender has less arm length and he's much shorter than Shai. So when Shai stops and he decides to do this right here, he can shoot that shot because this defender can't give a good contest. If we look right here, if you look at the defender's hand compared to where Shai is shooting from, that's an easy contest to shoot over for Shai compared to a taller defender. Let's say if he had Jared Vanderbilt on him, a lengthy defender, this contest will be much, much more disruptive compared to this one right here. And so Shai can shoot over this short defender because he has more length and he's taller than them. Just like KD shoots over majority of his defenders. This fourth shot, you see that right here? Alex Caruso is going to set a screen on this defender and he's not going to switch. They're going to stay because the Lakers don't want to give the matchup of Maxi Kleber, a slow big man, to Shai, who's fast and agile. And so this screen right here just gives an extra advantage to Shai because the defender gets slightly hit by the screen and he kind of slows down while Shai is still accelerating. So when Shai drives by the defender, if you look now, if you pay attention to the weak side, this corner right here, you see that Bronny James, who's not a rim protector, decides to help in. And so Shai, knowing that Bronny isn't a rim protector and he won't be any sort of difficult defender to finish over. Shai decides to gather with 2 feet, get contact in there, and get a better angle with this finish to get a little lay. This is the final shot of the breakdown, and yeah, let's get to it. You see that, let's go from the beginning. You see that DeAndre Ayton is guarding Shai, and if you look at the spacing, right now it's pretty even. There's 3 people to his right side, 1 person to his left. And so, right now, Shai can't really go anywhere because when he tries to go and create some sort of space on this elbow, Austin Reeves denies him that. And so, Shai thinking that, okay, where do I have space? What can I do in this current moment of time? The only thing that Shai can do with the shot clock running down, there's 12 seconds left. He has to get a shot up pretty quickly now. And so Shai decides to shoot this shot right here. Why does he shoot that shot? Well, because Aiton, who's a slower defender, gives him more space so that he can react to when Shai decides to drive. That's why you don't see a lot of big men playing closer to the body because they'll just get blown by. If DeAndre Ayton was much closer to Shai, Shai would have been just be able to get through his hip and be able to get some sort of layup because he's much faster. So 18 gives him more space, and Shai decides to step back to create even more space. And this is a shot that he's comfortable shooting when there's no other shot to shoot, because Shai would rather shoot at this mid range right here than to step back all the way here and then shoot a 3-pointer. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you want me to break down any specific player. Like and subscribe. Peace out.